How we doing, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Getting Jilly. I'm Will, and today we're getting it painted and, well, actually a little bit of getting it unboxed as well. So this isn't what I was actually going to unbox, but I figured I'll do it too while we're here. But what we're actually going to unbox is this magical little present that showed up from Australia from Minis from Mars. So I mentioned in one of my live streams that I reached out to him, and he sent us a little gift box that we're going to go ahead and open up. Of course, I've opened it up just to verify contents and everything, ask him some questions. We're gonna get it unboxed since I've got the zoomed in camera. Makes it the best time to check out the minis and all the stuff that came in these different boxes. So with that said, let's go ahead and flip over to our cam and we'll get some unboxing done. So we'll go ahead and do this one second. We'll do this one second. We'll do the special box first. I'm going to probably break these up into two separate videos, although now I'm doing this in the middle of this video, so it's gonna be weird when I break up the video. So if you're watching this in the replay, welcome. I'm unboxing a secret box from Australia. So here we go. Let's go ahead and get this one open. So like I said, Minis from Mars, they make some proxy tokens for Marvel United, which, you know, seemed cool. So I reached out to see what we could do. Didn't know what he was going to send or how much he was going to send, or really when I reached out whether or not I could just get, you know, a discount or something. So this is lovingly handcrafted by a machine. Minis from Mars. Thank you so much for supporting my mini shop. Hope you enjoy your loot. Let me know if you have any issues. Please consider leaving a quick review. It really helps. And then there are the details. I have a link as well down in the description, linking out to his Etsy shop with all of the rest of the stuff. I don't know where to put all this because I got all my painting stuff around here. So it may be out of zoom until I lift things up because, again, my zoom camera is like here for painting, not here. So like I said, I did open it already once. Very, very nicely packaged. Like, I was like surprised. I figured these were going to come in clear plastic bags and call it a day. There are bonuses. So he always throws in these little freebies, and they correlate to what you order, which I thought was kind of cool. I didn't know what they were, so I had to reach out. Well, I knew what one was because it kind of made sense, but didn't make sense until he told me. And then the other one I don't know. So we'll do these little guys last, the little freebies last. I guess we'll start with let's just start with the red bag that's glaringly saying, "Come and look at me." So let's move you off to the side. We'll just grab you as we need you. All right, so this is the first one. So these, I guess I will be painting tonight because we are painting Superior Spider-Man. And so these are the tokens that replace the cardboard tokens for all of his little spider bots. And like, the detail is just astounding. It's great. In terms of size, these guys are little chunky boys. I guess they're probably about the same size. I think they're about the same size as the token. In relationship to the minis, they're a little bit oversized, but I guess he built bigger. He's getting bigger. He's building bigger robots these days. So yeah, so this will go hand in hand with him. Very nicely done. Like I said, I think I know they're resin. You can tell they're resin. I don't know what material. They're a little flexible. I mean, they don't feel too brittle. So should last up. So yeah, we're gonna paint all these guys up. So we got what, 2, 4, 6 of these guys to paint up. So we'll be painting these guys up tonight. I'm not going to try to prime them like I did the other night. I'm not going to try that primer again. We're just going to do like we always do. We're going to straight paint over top of them, throw a varnish on them, and see what happens. I don't know what to do with the little bag now because all those guys will go on the shelf with the rest of them. Oh, I have a bag. All right, so I guess we're going to stick with the color theme. We're just going to go ahead and go into the orange bag here. So the orange bag, and I don't even remember what's in them anymore. I don't remember what was in which one. Okay, so these are the threat markers. So I'm still debating. I showed these to Audrey, and I after the fact, after I showed these to Audrey, I was like, you know what? I should have done the unboxing with Audrey because she would have, like, her face when she was seeing these things and how cool they were would have been priceless. But these, of course, are your threat tokens. I have the acrylic ones. I like my acrylic ones, but these do kind of stand out. What I may do, just again, highlight these for him since he sent us all this, I'll probably use these in my DC playthrough, just because that'll be 3 games where I'll use these and the rest of the contents. So you can probably guess what some of the rest of the contents are just by these. But same thing, great quality, great That's kind of hard to see because of the white there. But yeah, very excellent details. The one thing I would do, of course, is paint these rims purple. So I may do that when I paint up the DC minis next weekend. That is the next bag. We'll just keep going. We'll just keep grabbing a bag and going. Grab a bag and going. I would imagine he's probably also going to do some DC United stuff once and if that ever delivers. And then he does have a Santa bundle. And so I'm definitely going to look into that Santa bundle to play next Christmas. But it's a scenario, a mini, and you can either get a basic, which I think just has cubes, or you can get the deluxe, which has presents and coal. I'm going to go presents and coal because why not? So this is Trask. No, not Trask. Oh, whoever we're trying to protect in the X-Men one. My Marvel knowledge is escaping me right now. I don't think it's Trask. But this replaces the flat token. Definitely going to be using him. So we'll need to paint him up whenever we get to that match. But again, the detail is just really good. And they're very, very much on par with the Marvel United minis. The only real difference that I can see is, of course, his bases. Their bases are very straight, and his has this little curve in it. But even if you look at the top, right, that's got just as much, if not honestly, if not more texture than the Marvel minis, and that's what resin can do for you. See, this is basically the same thing, manhole cover, and you can tell. Look how much extra details his has. But yeah, this is a very good, and I can even see this. These glasses are I don't even you can see that in the shot, but the glasses are actually up off of his face. That's just crazy detail. Now, we're not painting you tonight. We'll paint you on another night. All right, what do we got next? We'll go to a big bag. We'll go small, big, small, big. So these are the proxy or the replacement for your civilian tokens. And if I remember correctly, there are 2 designs. I think there's there's actually more than 2. So some of these are damaged. He sent these. He said that some of these are damaged because these are bad production. So that happened, right? When you produce these. So he just figured he'd throw them all in, so that I would have them if I wanted to use them. He knew I had the acrylic tokens, but it's good too because I get to show them off. Now he does have civilians, thugs, Doombots, and multiple men. So he's got all of those as options of different versions of these. So yeah, just a bunch of different civilians. There's male, female, arms up, arms down. Just a whole bunch of little guys. Hi, little guys. All right. Okay. You guys all get back inside your bag. So same thing. I'll use these when I do the Batman playthrough. Probably what I'll do with these, I'm going to be honest with you, probably what I'm going to do with these, I'm probably not going to keep the civilians, the thugs, and all this stuff. I will probably do in a giveaway. So I've mentioned before, I have a Marvel United base game with the the original Spider box, and Doctor Strange. We also have a playmat. We have an extra playmat. I now also have the Witching Hour, and then I have these. So I may do 2 different bundles, or I may do 1 bundle plus just one small bundle. I don't know. We'll be doing it for charity. So once I get my Extra Life stuff together, we'll probably set up that giveaway for either game day or Extra Life, the tabletop day, one or the other. I'll let you guys know. I'll put a video out when I release it. All right. So this is the next one. Unfortunately, I did not realize when we played Immortus that we needed him. So this is Rick Jones for Immortus. I don't remember if Immortus has another playthrough, if he's on the Megaverse map. We did lose to him, so technically we could go back and fight him again. But yeah, so this is your Rick Jones mini. Again, same great detail. Like I said, on par, if not a little bit better in some areas than your regular Marvel United minis, right? So here's, just grab another guy as a comparison. So scales works, and these are still a little bit more that chibi that the original Marvel United were, compared to DC, where they started elongating them because probably DC asked them to. They wanted to be more of a heroic pose. Don't know. I wasn't in the boardroom when cmon was talking to Warner Brothers and DC. All right, so here are our thugs. So same thing. I think probably a couple different poses. There may be some in here that are, yeah, that are missing an arm. Like she's missing an arm, you can see. But again, for what they're going to be used for their purpose, give you a nice deluxe mini. And again, he's not going to send you to Broken Ones. That's what he sends me. He sends me to Broken Ones. But yeah, so just same thing. Bunch of different poses, pointing up, hands down, punching. Looks like he's getting ready to punch. So yeah, very, very nice. I've seen these before. I've always contemplated like, oh, would I really like that? I don't know. For some reason, I do like the flat tokens when it comes to all of that stuff. Especially, I think for me, because right, I grab the threat cards, or I grab whatever they are, and I just slide them off into my tray. So, all right. So this is the next mini, or the standalone mini. Oh no, these are standalone minis. Sorry. So this is for Crusher Creel, right? No. Yeah, for the crowbar, right? So when he leaves, his crowbar is there, so you can leave this on the field, or you can do this one. So same thing here. I'll probably keep this one, which means I can throw this in when we do the giveaway, because I don't technically need both. And I mean, to be honest, I like this one better. I don't know the theory behind why he has two. I guess because this matches the token in shape, so some people might have liked that one better. So that is neat. And then on the bottom, I didn't show these on the other ones, but on the bottoms he does have them stamped. He has them stamped. He has the number and the series, and then his name there. All right, and then the last one of these bags. So he didn't send me any Doombots. I guess he didn't have any broken Doombots. He didn't send me any multiple in, which is fine. I didn't ask for this much. Really, all I wanted was these, to be honest. I just said, hey, I just want these tokens because I want the minis to represent them instead. So this is Ross. So this is Betty Ross. So for any I think it's the Red Hawk playthrough, she is used as a token. So that's cool. Now, what I should check, and there may be, and somebody can let me know in the comments, if there is a homebrew set of cards for his three minis, for Rick Jones, Betty Ross, and what was the last one I just had? Again, I couldn't remember who it was. Trask? Although he's a bad guy, I don't know if you'd ever play him as a good guy, technically. But yeah, I think that'd be cool too if you had some cards. You could actually use these to play as well outside of the regular campaign. There we go. Those are the bags. These are the main items. So when you order the main items, then he does send these freebies. And I always see, I went in the comments after I asked him, I sent him a message to ask what these were. And then in the comments, people ask the same thing, because one of them is kind of goofy. It's just like a fun thing. So the first thing are these. So this is an alternate civilian. So this is May Parker. So when you're playing a Spider-Man set, you can have May Parker be the civilian that's in, well, the Parker residence. And then there's a baby. This is the goofy one. This is the little baby. Hi, little baby. So you get to rescue a little baby. That's all it is. It's just a little baby. Just something to do. I don't remember if the Hope Summers scenario, if you're trying to save baby Hope. I know in Marvel Champions that's the thing. And I forgot to ask him. Oh, okay. This is a Red Skull. Yeah, I guess it's a Red Skull. He's got a skull. He's a Red Skull thug. So you can have a Red Skull thug. So yeah, just little thematic ones there as extras. And then this one is pretty much the same thing, but in the opposite vein. You could use them in place of their tokens, but you can also just use them as civilians. So each of Betty, again, I'm going to say it's Trask, but I really don't think it's Trask, and Rick each have their own little civilian minis, so you can rescue them. So it just give you extra poses for your civilian minis. Now, I think I've seen people paint these up. I wouldn't dare. Now, the most I might do would be like a light wash, just to get into the crevices if I wanted to. But yeah, so those, like I said, could be used as a replacement for the token and be used as a civilian to save. So there you go. That is the first box. That is the first box. So we'll go ahead and put this aside, and we'll get into the second box. So I already had the regular version. So this is actually the Kickstarter version. I already had the regular version because I got it on Amazon. So I've got mine as the Scarlet Witch instead of the Scarlet Witch. That's really the only difference, to be honest. So yeah, I end up with an extra because I don't know. It almost felt like the ones on Amazon would sell out, and then I've heard people have still been able to order the ones on Amazon within like the last couple weeks, month or so. So the first one is, this is Scarlet Witch just as a bad guy. So her normal is a duel with her and Quicksilver. So this is just her by herself. It is a new mini, if I remember correctly. This is a new sculpt. Only her and Agatha are new sculpts. So basically, heroes can also damage Scarlet Witch using actions. Each time a mission is completed, each hero may put some of their set-aside hero cards on top of their deck. Each time a hero is KO'd, doesn't activate her BAM, instead remove the top card of her deck. BAM, add 1 crisis to the Darkhold Pages threats in Scarlet in both adjacent locations. Each hero in Scarlet's and adjacent location must discard 1 card from their hand. Overflow from 1 or more can't be added. Add 1 crisis token to the threat there. If there are no threats there, then add the first clockwise threat. Hey, Agatha is one of your favorite villains. Worth the box to us. Yeah, I know where she is. And we were talking about it in the last stream that I'll probably want to unlock my Midnight Suns stuff first, so then I can go down there. Villainous plot: the heroes lose when there's no threats left in play. Oh, so you don't want to finish all the threats. And she did have a special setup, so if you're wondering why it was saying about their set-aside cards. So on her setup, you have to have a master plan card placed on top, because it's her starting master plan. And then we have to set aside 3 cards with special effects for each hero. So then we have to try to get those cards back. The next one is Agatha, which Ricardo was talking about. So special setup. I guess we should have done that first. Place a witch trial mission within reach of all players. Place all rune threat cards on their A side. Set aside the Witch Hunt Begins master plan card. Place on top. So again, she has a starting plan card. Special rules. When Agatha becomes under pressure, flip all rune threat cards to their B side. For each damage Agatha is dealt, check the witch trial mission. If there are 7 or more civilians there, remove 1 civilian from the card instead of removing 1 of her health tokens. Each time a hero is KO'd, Agatha Harkness doesn't activate BAM. Instead, add 1 civilian token from the pool to the witch trial mission. Move 1 civilian from Agatha's location to each location adjacent to the witch trial mission. Activate the rune threats with symbols matching those. So this seems like it's got a lot going on. Ricardo's like it's his wife's favorite, but that seems like there's a lot going on. If 1 or more can't be added to a location, then you add 1 to the witch trial mission. Villainous plot: the heroes lose when the witch trial mission is complete. So we do get the Agatha gets a weapon. She has the Darkhold. So use on your turn. Reveal the top card of the deck, then turn this face down. Recharge: at the beginning of your turn, discard 1 civilian thug token from corresponding mission. If not completed, turn this face up. So she basically, she's out for herself. She's just going to keep ruining your completed missions until they're completed. She just keeps going at them. All right. So we will do the minis, of course, because we always do the minis. So this is the master plan deck for Scarlet Witch. So we're not going to go through all the cards, but possessed by Sathan. As long as this card is face on the storyline, heroes can't interact with threats in any way. Ew. And this is the first card that goes out, and she's placing threats everywhere. So how do we get rid of this? There's got to be a card that lets us get rid of this. Or a threat: you can't finish the threat mission. You have to do the civilians and the thugs. Add 1 crisis token. Each hero, both adjacent locations, discard 1 card in their hand, which gains 1 health for each of these cards. Can go above her starting value. Till the next billion, heroes can't enter her location. Each hero must turn face down their earliest card. Deal 1 damage to each hero in locations with 1 or more thugs. Deal 1 damage to each hero anywhere. Oh, okay. So it's got crisis. Okay, so that's we don't deal with it. She deals with them. Okay. So they're all Darkhold pages. Okay, because it talked about adding them to that. When there are 3 crisis tokens on it, it is cleared and she gains 2 health. May go above starting value. Put 1 threat token on the clear threats mission for both teams in versus mode. Okay, so yeah, so she's going to be completing them for us. That's different. Okay, just toss those back in. All right. So same thing. Starting hand. Witch Hunt begins. She adds 1 to every location from the beginning. From the beginning, she's going to add 1 extra every location. And if I don't remember that when I do a setup and I have a location that only has 3 spots, that spot is full. We're sorry, we're full. And there's her. Okay, so here's her runes that it was talking about. So that's neat. She have any special power cards? Okay, she's only got 2. It was her all along. Turn all thugs into civilians. Ebony, if Agatha is the opposite location, deal 1 damage to each hero. Move a civilian there to the witch trial mission. All right, so she has that extra witch trial mission. So this is what she's trying to complete. Is there a difficulty level? Is that the difference? I'm trying to figure out why these have purple around them. Runes activated. Yeah, it just says when it's activated, certain things happen from her cards. Yeah, I don't know why they're different colors. I don't think it said anywhere about the different colors. Is it supposed to be for difficulty? Oh, hang on. If there's 7 or more civilians there, remove 1 civilian from this card instead, removing 1 of her health tokens. Okay, check the witch trial mission. Oh, and then there's a B-side. Oh, there's a B-side on these. This is definitely different. Okay, Ricardo, I see what you're coming at. This is definitely different. So okay, so if she has 7 or more, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or more, remove 1 instead of her removing her health. Each time a hero is KO'd. Yeah, I'm not sure why they're different colors. Like, oops, I went off the screen. I don't know why they're different colors. Like, I get this is your lose condition. And this is 7. Okay, so I guess this is showing that this is 7. Makes it easier for you to know that this is 7 or more. And this is purple to show that you lost. That's what we're going to go with, guys. Because I don't know. I don't know. Doesn't say anywhere. All right. And then the next, these are all the promo decks, except for the one for the symbiotes, right? That was the last one they released and was before this. Dice Tower just finished their stuff, so it'll probably end up on the, because I just got mine a little while ago, so it'll probably end up on the Board Game Geek shop soon. So Mr. Sinister, where's his good stuff? Choose any other hero. Their next turn, you choose a card they will play in the storyline, even if they had to play randomly. On their next turn, you choose the card they will play in the storyline. Oh, okay. I mean, if you're playing solo, that really doesn't matter. Secret Agenda, remove 1 DNA token from a face-up hero card to use its effect, then turn it face down. If the heroes win this turn, only you win, other players lose. I don't know if I'm going to play as him. As long as this is in the storyline, if at the end of your turn, any location with other hero, you may place 1 DNA token on one of their face-up cards in storyline with no DNA tokens. Okay, but where? Oh, because then you can use it here. Move 1 DNA token from face-up hero card to use its special effect. Oh, that's okay. Now that's more fun. That's more fun. He's basically able to use other people's special abilities. And then this is X-Force Deadpool. So what I'm probably going to do, at least with mine, I don't think I kept this Deadpool, so I might have an extra Deadpool. I don't remember, because I was going to paint one of mine X-Force colors anyways for the deck. even if I didn't get the extra one. So I don't know what I did now. Maybe I kept it. Healing factor makes sense because same as Wolverine. Pressure resistance. Remove any effects on master playing cards. Have no effect on Deadpool. Holy cow. Like everything's... Deadpool's broken. Basically, you can just say Deadpool's broken. Every single one of his cards has a special ability. Although he does have these. The next turn, you must play your hero card randomly. So that I guess, kind of stops him a little bit. He's got 2 of those. Juggernaut? Juggernaut's not a hero. I don't care. I don't care if there was a run where he was a hero. Juggernaut's not a hero. He never was, and he never will be. I'll play with him once as a hero, but that's probably it. Protecting the weaklings. As long as card is face up, each time a civilian in your location is about to be discarded, you may take 1 damage to prevent it. So basically, we want to find one where somebody is discarding civilians. Is when we want to use him. Am I going to remember that? Probably not. So move, punch, double agent. As long as this card is face up in the storyline, if during your turn you enter a location with a henchman, you may reveal the top card of the master playing deck. Oh, that's nice. You cannot take any damage. That makes sense. All right. Grey Hulk, I'm disappointed. I am. I know they didn't want to make new minis, but like they made new art, right, for Grey Hulk. But they just made the mini gray. And this is the worst mini, in my opinion, in the entire game. The Hulk mini is the worst mini. Now, there is a guy that has a Patreon who just made a Joe Fixit mini. But his Patreon is, I think, you get the minis. Or you don't get the minis, you get the STL. And I don't have a printer for an STL. So even if I were able to get the STL from him, like so I could use it in a playthrough, you know, to advertise it, I would never way to print it. Let's see here. Punch. As long as card is face up in the storyline, start your turn with 1 card in hand. You can draw 2. Okay, so he gets to heal. Outsmart. When the next special playing card is revealed, you may put it on the bottom or top. Okay, so that's nice. It's when it's revealed. So rather than a lot where you have to look at it and choose, this one could be as soon as it's revealed. Growing Rage. As long as card is face up in the storyline, for each damage you take during a villain turn, you may gain 1 punch token. Ooh, that's nice. Yeah, so I don't know what I'm going to do. I mean, I guess I'll paint the Grey Hulk, but I'd prefer one. I thought about using green stuff, but I don't know if I could mold a coat and a hat. I don't know. And then here is Agatha. So she is new. She's completely new. Magical protection. As long as this card is facing storyline, you can't be forced to play your cards randomly. That's nice. So if there's I guess a villain that does a lot of random. Oh, wow. She's same thing. She's broken like Deadpool. That's crazy. All right. So force field. During your next turn, heroes in your location can't take any damage. Punch against up to 2 targets. Relocate or discard 3 civilians or thugs between your locations. Punch each adjacent location. Move a villain, hero, or water token anywhere onto the location adjacent to them. Water token. She have water tokens? Or am I just supposed to use somebody else's water tokens? If you're not a villain, starting location, replace your location with any other not in play. Move everything from your location new. Okay, so she allows you to bring in a new location. Hero in your location discards crisis tokens they have. Punch against a target in an adjacent location. A villain in your location has a movement set to 0 on the next turn. That's a lot. She's got a lot going on. All right, and then we will go look at the minis. Look at the minis, and then we'll get to painting some minis, where we're already 30 minutes behind. But, yeah, no. But like I said, so the Hulk is the same. Nothing different than the Hulk. Disappointing. And he's just great. But like I said, this is the worst sculpt of any mini they made in any season. Like, this is just... Like, people were complaining about the old Spider-Man. I don't remember what the old Spider-Man looks like, but I would have been complaining about Hulk. But I think the problem was they pretty much had that ready to go because of having to have the retail box ready. So yeah, same thing. Juggernaut's the same Juggernaut. He's just blue. I will probably be giving away the Juggernaut too, because I'm not going to use him, because he's the same. His paint job's the exact same, and same with Mr. Sinister. This whole box will be given away in the giveaway, but whoever wins the other set will get at least a couple minis. Unfortunately, won't have the cards, so you would have to proxy them or print them out, I guess. So yeah, there is the Deadpool. This is the Deadpool from the villain Deadpool, I think. So this is the mini for the villain Deadpool. And then Sinister, like I said, same thing. Just it's Mr. Sinister, but blue. He's blue. So these are both new minis. So Agatha, she's got her cat. She's got her kitty there. And then a magical spell. And then they didn't do the translucent plastic. Like, they cheaped out on that part. Because this, if you consider everything else that's a spell like that, they would have used the purple translucent plastic. Still not bad. And that's where, like, when I'm painting the minis with the translucent plastic, I still don't know what I want to do. Because, like, there's that mismatch, right? Oh, this person's spell is translucent. This person's isn't. And then this is the new Scarlet Witch. So we have 3 different Scarlet Witches. We have classic Scarlet Witch from the Brotherhood. We have MCU Scarlet Witch. And then we have MCU Scarlet Witch version 2. Because this still isn't... I don't know. Maybe this is closer to what she was wearing. Now, this is still MCU. I'm trying to think, okay, is that closer to what she was wearing more recently in the comics? But no. This is probably still more MCU than anything. All right. That's our unboxing done. So we will get to painting now. We'll get to paint now. But yeah, so when I do the giveaway on these, everybody will know. There'll be a video. Like I said, first I have to set up Extra Life again this year. Do that. There are going to be some other incentives on the Extra Life. I'm probably not going to do the painting incentive just because I just couldn't keep up with it. Maybe if like things settle down with the 2-year-old, maybe we'll offer it in another year, because then Audrey would be able to paint. But right now, you know, she's 2-year-olding it right now more than anything. All right, and the last thing are the minis from Mars, spider butts. Little spider butts. There's 6 of them. All 6 of them. All right, there we go, guys. That is that. Anyway, guys, these minis will be in the playthroughs coming up. And watch those playthroughs. Make sure you like, subscribe, bell notification. All that YouTube stuff. Until next time, guys. Peace.